What is up, guys? It is John Scholar, and today I'm going to be talking about homeostasis maxing, bro. So, you might be wondering, what the fuck is homeostasis maxing? But I'll get to that, bro. I'll get to that. But first, I'm going to talk about what actually is homeostasis, right? And the definition of homeostasis is the process by which living organisms maintain a stable internal environment despite changes in external conditions. Um, but you guys have probably heard of this before. Like, yeah, you know, what are you trying to get? Okay, what are you trying to tell us? Basically, I'm trying to convince you guys like why this is important and why we need to be locking in on restoring homeostasis, right? I don't know if you guys have heard of, how the central nervous system works or not. You learn this in like high school psychology, but if you don't know, basically, as humans, we have a nervous system called the central nervous system. And this nervous system is divided into two parts, the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. And the sympathetic nervous system is like it's the part of your nervous system that activates when you get like amped up and ready to go and stressed. And the sympathetic nervous system is the part that calms you down and restores um, like resting mode in the body. And these two forces, they act on each other to like calm each other down. So like if one gets activated, then the other works to calm it down, and then it's like a tug of war almost. And homeostasis is kind of like the balance of these things. I just think it's really important to learn how to restore homeostasis, especially in the generation that we live in, bro. Like we live in a generation where companies are trying to steal your attention. We have short-term content, algorithmic based platforms. Had to sip some water there, bro. I'm tripping on my words. But anyways, basically what I'm trying to say is that like, bro, everybody is stressed out these days and the science agrees, right? And so I think that like especially as a young man, in your 20s, 30s, whatever, I think that it's a superpower to actually be able to like be on top of this shit, bro. And so, yeah, that's what homeostasis is and kind of why it is important, at least in my eyes. So now let's move on to the methods. These are the methods that I do to restore homeostasis. So number one is going to be deep breathing. Guys, I love spamming deep breath exercises, dude. There's this one super easy exercise that you can do. And the reason why I am putting this on my number one is because if you take anything away from this video at all, I want it to be this. Like, and this is the most accessible thing and immediate acting thing to begin the process of calming down and restoring homeostasis. So basically, the method is what you're going to do, right? You're going to breathe in for 5 seconds, trying to fill your lungs as much as you possibly can. And then through pursed lips, almost like you're sucking a straw, you're going to exhale for 10 seconds. Now, if you have maybe not so good lungs or something, you can inhale and exhale for less time, but just make sure that it is a 1-to-2 ratio. So inhaling is 1, exhaling is 2. So like say you inhale for 3 seconds, you want to exhale for 6 seconds. But yeah, dude, just spamming these like at least a couple of times a day, um couple times a row, couple times a day, throughout the day, bro, you're gonna immediately start feeling the difference in how not stressed you feel. But just give it a try. Just give it a try. And yeah, moving on to number two on my list, I put exercise and eating habits. So you might have just heard a Snapchat notification go on there. Anyways, exercise and eating habits. Yeah. This is important for restoring homeostasis, right? I mean, I know you hear everybody say it nowadays. You know, at least everybody now has heard that exercise and eating will make you feel better in some type of way. And it's because it's true. It's so important, especially now, for just managing stress and living healthier and feeling better. Number 3 on my list, I put reading. So before you call me a nerd, just hear me out, bro. Reading in 2026 basically gives you superpowers. It seems like everybody these days now are just like rapidly losing IQ and becoming drones to short-term gratification, and this is like basically the kryptonite to falling into that trap. If you can just make yourself read, bro, you will basically have superpowers in the coming generations. All right, so number 4 on my list, I put sleep routine. Um, Dude, sleep is just another one of those things that I feel like so many people suck at doing now. And it's for it's not even our fault, bro. It's just the way that the world is. Like, blue light everywhere, fluorescent lighting in every single building, phones before the bed. Like, it's just becoming impossible for us to wind down our brains. But you can sleep, Max. There is a lot you can do to still get good sleep. And a lot of people just don't do it. They don't dial it in, bro. And I think it's so important. Like, dude, get a sleep routine. Literally just look up on YouTube sleep routine and just start doing that every single day. Like, yeah, you're gonna have to make sacrifices or whatever. You know, those sacrifices might be you don't get to scroll on your phone before sleep anymore, but like, bro, just do it and it'll change your life. Number 5 is meditation. Now, I'm putting this at the bottom of the list because like I know a lot of people don't really care for meditating, and that's because I think it's pretty hard to actually get yourself to meditate regularly on a consistent basis, which is what is required in order to see the benefits. You know, it's one of those things is like you don't know actually how much it does help you until you have tried it consistently. And when you start consistently meditating, it is one you will find that it is one of those things that will help you dramatically. It'll help you dramatically. And yeah, bro. Meditating number 5. Let's go. All right. So now I guess that was my top 5 things. My dog's tweaking in the background. Holy shit. This is the worst YouTube video ever. Um anyways, honorable mention, and that is sauna or hot bath. Dude, I love getting in the sauna and I love taking a hot bath. Like, bro, if you do this, ball. Because this shit just like calms you down and relaxes you and gets you in the best mood ever. Anybody that's ever been in a sauna will tell you that they have felt amazing after. And yeah, so try a sauna. If you've not tried a sauna, hop on that. All right, so to conclude, now you know how to homeostasis max. Hop on the wave, bro. It's this is the new bro. This is the new luxury. Just learning how to tap into nature, bro. Uh, if you can do that shit, you're ahead. You're this is the new Sigma, bro. I'm starting a new Sigma wave. Homeostasis max, bro. Like, come on, let's hop on it. But yeah, in all honesty, I hope that maybe you learned something from this video. Maybe you got some enjoyment from this video. I hope that everybody has a good day, and please subscribe to me.